Hey, hey, hey. He said, go beast mode. Go. Come on, Lord. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome to this morning's message. Y'all know we got to get in the mood first. Hold on. What? Turn up. I'm going to continue to show them. Love y'all. As I fight for the Lord. Just pray to God. On a mission. I got to hear my favorite part. Don't do that. Y'all know my part coming up. Woo. Hey, better start you a business. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. Welcome to this morning's message. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Or let's do it. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope y'all had a fantastic and amazing weekend. Let me turn the music off, y'all, because y'all know I be crunk up on this thing. Don't cut. It ain't gonna come back on, is it? Okay, I'm back. Hold on, let me see. Oh, let's do it. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday. How are y'all doing this morning? Welcome to the Spirituality this morning's message. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Happy 11/11 Portal. Great morning, Blue Bayou in the building. What a dooski booski. Love you. Great morning. Jake Harsey is checking in on the Instagram side of the streets. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Today is a great day, and great and amazing things are going to happen for us today. I got a lot to share with y'all. Wait a minute. I'm breaking up. I don't know why. Probably because I had turned the music off. Hopefully it's better now. I had to turn the music off, so whenever I turn the music off, hopefully it's better now. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I have a lot to share with y'all, a lot that has happened over this weekend. So I'll be sharing with that with y'all after we get done doing Bible clarity. This morning, we are in the book of Job. We are in the book of Job, Job 25 and 26. We're reading out of the Message Bible as we're going through and going back and forth with Job homeboys, the homeboys. They got a lot going on. Message. So we are in the book of Job this morning for Bible clarity. So we'll be doing that. And then we gonna hop into this morning's message. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love, tap the screen, all that good stuff. Let's get the message out to the millions and millions and millions of people who need a word today from our King, my Lord, my Savior. Let's get the message out to as many people as possible, y'all. So make sure you share the live and share the love, okay? Oh, let's do it. Let's get to it. I'm excited because we're making some progress. Y'all know it's 42 chapters in the book of Job, and so we're making some progress this morning, or through the book of Job. Let me say that. So all to do it. Let's get to it. Here we go. Let's get into Job 25 and 26 this morning. Y'all, when I put them spectacles on, child, them spectacles mean teacher touche. Teacher touche then came out. She is in the building. Okay, I'm back. Teacher Touche in the building. I hope my phone is charging, y'all. Y'all know I got to have the air conditioner on. So, because you know this phone bougie, child is bougie. All to do it, let's get to it. Book of Job. Job 25 and 26 is where we're at this morning. Job and his friends are still kind of going back and forth, debating and all that good stuff about Job and telling him that he did something to deserve what the Lord has allowed happen to him. Y'all know Satan then came up against him, all that good stuff. And so they still going back and forth. You better say it, because see, I beat in here cussed in. I didn't know I beat in cuss Bill ass out. Anyway, I'm back. Bildad the Shuhite is attacking Job for the third time. And this says, even the stars aren't perfect in God's eyes. See, now the more I read this, the more I have this understanding of why I shouldn't talk. I can't talk about it yet. I can. Why the Lord said, y'all better, Job, you better pray for him, because see, they had said some stuff, and the Lord said, wait a minute, hold up. Because this says, even the stars aren't perfect. Everything is perfect in God's eyes. Here we go. Bildad the Shuhite attacks again. God is sovereign. God is fearsome. Everything in the cosmos fits and works in his plan. Can anyone count his angel armies? Is there any place where his light doesn't shine? How can a mere mortal presume to stand up to God? How can an ordinary person pretend to be guiltless? Why, even the moon has its flaws. Even the stars aren't perfect in God's eyes. So, how much less plain men and women, slugs and maggots by comparison? So here's Job's defense. God sets a boundary between light and darkness. So Job answered, well, you've certainly been a great help to a helpless man. You came to the rescue just in the nick of time. What wonderful advice you've given to a mixed up man. What amazing insights you've provided. Where in the world did you learn all this? How did you become so inspired? All the buried dead are in torment, and all who've been drowned in the deep, deep sea. Hell is ripped open before God, graveyards dug up and exposed. He spreads the skies over unformed space, hangs the earth out in empty space. He pours water into cumulus cloud bags, and the bags don't burst. He makes the moon wax and wane, putting it through its phases. He draws the horizon out over the ocean, sets a boundary between light and darkness. Thunder crashes and rumbles in the skies. Listen, it's God raising his voice. By his power, he steals sea storms. By his wisdom, he tames sea monsters. With one breath, he clears the sky. With one finger, he crushes the sea serpent. And this is only the beginning. A mere whisper of his rule. Whatever would we do if he really raised his voice? What I ain't gonna do is find out. What I don't want to do is find out. No, I don't want you to yell at me, Lord. I don't want the Lord to have to yell at me, because when he yell, I feel like that's when stuff happened that make your life start going in disarray. And when he said what he said, that's one of them real check me in my spirituals. And so I'm grateful. So that's it, y'all. That literally is it for Job 25 and 26. They weren't very long at all. So basically, he's just the friends going back and forth. They just keep going back and forth. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even know why he was still talking to the friends then, but he's speaking his piece, and I guess so are they. So let's do it. That's it. Everything is perfect in God's eyes. That's my opinion. He made everything. He made everything, so therefore it is perfect, right? Good morning, Cherie. Good morning. So everything is perfect in God's eyes, and I think sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we don't see the perfection in our struggle, the perfection in our challenges. It's easy for us to not to see those things when we're going through something, when we're going through a trial or a tribulation, that makes us forget that God created a perfect world, but we the ones that be messing stuff up sometimes. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Y'all make sure that you go and read some more of the Bible to get some more clarity. Okay. See what revelation the Lord wants to give to you. One of the things the Lord, because I asked him about Bible clarity. And so he said, the first time you read through the Bible, you're not going to have complete understanding. You're not going to understand everything just the way that you want to, or you're not going to understand everything, but the more that you read, the more understanding you will gain. So if this is you, this is not my first time reading through the Bible. This is my first time. Come on, Alpha Wolf. Child, here we go with the wolves again. I'm going to take wolf as a good sign because I literally was reading about the tribe of Benjamin this morning. And ain't that crazy? Come on, Alpha Wolf. I received that. Let me write that down. Y'all, only do it. Let's get to it. I got distracted, huh? That's all right. I literally was reading about the tribe of Benjamin this morning because I went down a little rabbit hole this morning. We're going to get into the message. We're going to get into the message. Good morning. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning. Y'all, only do it. Let's get to it. Y'all like the share the love. Like I was saying, you're not going to have all the understanding that you want the first time you read through the Bible. However, the more that you just continue to read the word, discuss the word, and build relationship with the Lord, the more revelation he will give you, the more you will understand. I'm a firm believer of that. So we going to keep on reading the Bible, even if you don't completely understand everything you're reading like me. I've read the Bible multiple or read certain parts. There's some parts I hadn't read and some that I have. So I'm grateful to be reading through the Bible again. Speaking of wolf, now I don't know the significance of this, but let me just tell y'all, I was literally reading about the tribe of Benjamin this morning. Let's get to the message. Drop this in the chat. It's okay. It's okay. You know how you know us. We can say one word and it can mean so many different things. You can be like, it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. If you know that can mean so many different things. It's okay. So now let me tell you where. Look at the 101 is which I was doing. Um, Let me tell you how the Lord gave this to me this morning when He was talking about it's okay, and then we'll hop into the community this morning because He did give me scripture. Let me get y'all know I got 3 different Bibles that I be studying out of. So this where He took me when He was talking to me about it's okay. Today is a portal day. Today is 11/11. This is a great day to set intentions. This is a great day to start manifesting the things that you want to see God start begin to bring into your life. It's okay. So this where he took me this morning, or well, over the because it's been on the calendar since last week, but this where he took me. He took me first to Psalm 119 and 105. Let me go back because I had moved away from it as I was looking into stuff this morning. So here's the thing. Somebody finna start a new adventure. Okay. You're getting ready to receive a new step. Um, there it is. So you're getting ready to receive a new step. And the scripture that he gave me this morning, he gave me 2. So we'll go to both of them. The first one was Psalm 119, 105. And it says, your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. And so what he was talking about, and he put a little check me in my spirituals about it as well, was the fact that you're not gonna have every step. Some of us that as we've been moving through the last couple of weeks or whatever seed you've been planting, the Lord he's given us one step at a time. Drop that in the chat, one step at a time. And one step at a time is okay. He's not going to give us everything to do all at once. You're not going to see the entire path. You're not going to know everything because 9 times out of 10, if you knew everything that you were going to have to go through, experience, everything you were going to have to do, every trial, every tribulation, every struggle, if you knew everything, you may not continue on the path that he's giving you to walk. So he showed me the analogy of this in this scripture of the lamp being you just being able to see just enough around you to where you can see what's right in front of you, and that's all you need. It's almost like he gave me a vision of like, if you're standing still and you're holding a lamp, you can't see if you're in the darkness, right? Because a lot of times when you're in a new environment or taking a new step or doing something that's brand new, you can't see everything. You can only see what's right in front of you. And so one of the things that he was showing me today and even yesterday was that you're not meant to see everything. You're meant to trust that he's in the darkness surrounding you. I just heard Daniel 2:22. It's like he's in the darkness protecting you. Your angels are standing around you, protecting you, even from what you cannot see. And so all you need to know is that he's going to continue to be a lamp under your feet and continue to guide you and direct you and give you every step that's necessary when you're ready for the step. So don't be impatient. Don't As you're starting this new beginning, even if you don't have everything, even if you don't have all the knowledge, even if you don't have all the wisdom, you don't have to be impatient. and you don't have to be afraid, even though you may not be able to see everything that's around you. Allow the Lord to be the lamp for your feet and light the path as you're ready to step into the new beginnings, as you're ready to take the next step. A lot of times what will happen for many of us is when God gives us something new, we want to skip the steps. And this season, we can't skip no steps, y'all. If you're anything like me, you've gone through situations or you've done things and you've tried to skip steps, but what ends up happening is you're going to end up having to go back to go. You're going to have to end up going back. Like you're going to have to spin the block and start back over. And we don't want to have to start over anymore. So the Lord said, one step at a time is all you need. He doesn't need to show you the whole thing, because it may put you in a mindset or a mind frame of wanting to skip a step. But that step that you want to skip, that's necessary for the foundation that he's building. So that's the first one that he took me to, right? Psalm 119, 105. And the next one was Proverbs. We're going over to the book of Proverbs, Proverbs 4 and 12. Proverbs 4 and 12. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered, and when you run, you will not stumble. So let me just tell you this. Some of you, you're at a stage where all you need is one step, and you got to master that one step. And I feel like, and so come on, God, one of the things that he showed me was that there are different things that we're doing. Oh, I just got to chill. There are different things that we're doing. So in one thing that you're doing, maybe you're at step one, but in something else you're doing, you're ready to run. And the Lord is in this season where he's helping us to differentiate, okay, where do I need to slow down, take my time, master this skill, master this step, and where am I ready to run? If you've been doing something and you've mastered it to the point where he knows that you know what you're doing, you may be able to run with that. But it's going to be up to you, and really just asking the Lord, like, okay, and typically we know, right? It's the thing that you don't have the most experience in. If you don't have experience in something, then you want to take your time until you become a master of it. Y'all know we hear a jack of all trades and a master of none. We want to stop being that. We want to start mastering something before we move on to the next step. So there are things that you're really good at. There are things that you have mastered. And in those areas the Lord may be asking you to run, but in things that you are now just being introduced, or just that you're just starting out, this may be the time to make sure that you're cultivating it and not trying to rush the process. Does that make sense? Either way it goes, you're going to have every step that you need. The Lord is going to make sure that he gives you the instructions, but he is saying, listen, we're planting seeds today. So take your time with this seed. Okay. Take your time with this seed, baby, because we want something to grow from this. We want it to prosper. We want it to benefit us. We don't want to try to rush through it, because if you anything like me, that's something that has gotten you messed up more than once. Okay. So this time we're going to take our time. We're going to walk where he tells us to walk, and we're going to run when he tells us to run. And if you're just now, and today, as we're setting intentions, because this is a powerful day of confirmation and setting and planting new seeds, take your time with it. Okay. Whatever it is that you're getting ready to step into. Okay. What did he say? A lamp only illuminates a certain area around you. This is God showing you the way, but not the whole path. And for a lot of us, we're also in a stage of learning and gaining wisdom and gaining understanding. And wisdom is application, right? So just be okay with the step that the Lord, thank you, dearest one. Be okay with the step that the Lord has you in. Okay, so all it do it. Let's get to it. Let's see what oh wait, I need this one. Y'all, so much has happened this morning. I definitely know that new seeds are being, that new seeds are being planted. Let me say this to somebody, because whoever this part of the message is for, you've taken a leap of faith, and maybe you don't see, not the results. I don't know if you're questioning what my blue ring light came on by itself this weekend. Child, listen. So if maybe you've taken a step and it required you, it was a leap of faith. It's like you done stepped out on faith, and maybe for whoever this is, don't go back. That's what I'm hearing. Don't go back. Okay. I know you don't see how it's working, or you don't see how it's beneficial, or you don't even know if you made the right decision to go backwards. And the Lord said, don't go back, because you made the right decision to move forward, to move out of something else and into something new. But there's a temptation to go backwards because what you stepped into is unfamiliar. And the Lord said, you need to stay right where you are. You need to keep doing what you're doing. Do not go backwards. We're not going to go backwards. Drop that in the chat. I won't go back. I won't go back. Because the thing about it is, whatever you stepped out of, it was a comfort zone. And the Lord is like, listen, message. The Lord is like, come on. I don't even know what that's for. Message. We received the blessing. Whatever you stepped out of was your comfort zone. And whatever you're stepping into is your new territory. We want the new territory, y'all. We want to enlarge our territory. We want the Lord to grow us. And for whatever it is that you've stepped out of, it was actually hindering your progress. It was hindering you from moving forward. So just even though, and I don't know what this is in your life, I don't know, but whatever, well, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. Thank you for the blessing, Lord. I received the seed. I receive it. Whatever it is that you stepped out of, just know that you made the right decision, and we're not going backwards. Okay, we're not going backwards. Let me give y'all this community as we get in the cars ready this morning. Y'all like the live, share the love. Which ones? Let's use. This is a good money energy day. This is a good setting a seed day. Let's see what card, which I want to use this morning. Child, I tried to go through and get all the cards set up, but because baby, they was all in disarray. The clarity is real. A word in the wilderness. Okay, well, we'll use that. And then they said the clarity is real, so we're gonna use the clarity is real. Let me just give y'all some updates on some community this morning, child. I don't see the cards, Lord. They in here somewhere, I hope. Let me see. Okay, there they go. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, well, we received, come on up, please. Promotion, level up, a new tax bracket. Now I want to use them. This card flipped over as I was grabbing the cards out. Why? Because what I just talking about, I ain't pulled no cards out, y'all. And this card just flipped over when I was pulling these other cards out. Promotion, level up, new tax bracket, a position of leadership. Good morning, Touche in the community. Sandy is checking in on the YT side of the street. Today, I'm grateful to God for blocking the obstacles that never reached me. Man, you better say it. That is a blessing. And what's coming, but them obstacles, because let me tell you something. The enemy, child, baby, he got overtime. He's on overtime trying to block some things, but he ain't gonna drop that. He ain't gonna block this level up. Drop that in the chat. He can't block it. He cannot block it. I received the promotion. I received the level up. I received the new beginning. I received the opportunity. I receive it because what we deserve it, meant it. Okay, so I feel like y'all want to use the prosperity clarity deck. What can I just tell y'all some stuff real quick? Can I just show y'all how the Lord is good? Wait a minute, I want to take it out. Because a little sticker coming off. This next, come on, best produce. This next season comes with increase. It comes with increased favor. It comes with increased ideas. It comes with increase in exposure. It comes with increase in new beginnings. It's coming with increase. That you can't go up if we still holding on to what was. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Hey, y'all look, I ain't got a DJ. It's coming though. Watch what I tell you. Yes, we received being in a new tax bracket. Yes, we received this level up because that's why it was so pivotal and so necessary. It's necessary to take this next step. Okay, let's talk about this community real quick as we get in the cars together. Y'all like the live, share the love. So, which ones? Child. All three. That's a lot. That's a lot of cars, though. But we gonna do it. So first things first. Let me just tell y'all what's happening on this side of the street as we're speaking of levels up, going up, leveling up, right? So something that has happened in my own life, and I can tell y'all that the reason that I know, because again, I share the story with y'all so that you can start to implement these things and understand why the Lord is doing this stuff in your own life. Sometimes when you, this is for me, this has been certain environments, this has been platforms, this has been people. There have just been a multitude of things that will keep me from being creative, sometimes being, as Sandy just mentioned, blocks and obstacles. You may not even realize it, but sometimes the thing, when you're holding on, it's not allowing you to experience or implement new things. It's not allowing the flow. Y'all know, drop this in the chat, and I'm in the flow. It's not, it doesn't allow us to actually be in flow and be in touch with the next great thing that the Lord is trying to do. This is a simple example, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. So let me just tell y'all, can y'all see this? Y'all see the new sample packaging for Touche, for the Celestial Shine lip glosses? This is the new sample packaging for Celestial Shine, right? Y'all make sure y'all get y'all some Celestial Shine lip gloss. So this is the new packaging for it. Now, before, I wasn't even thinking about repackaging the Celestial Shine lip glosses, nor was I thinking about handing out samples, right? I had all this stuff. I had all these things that the Lord had blessed me with, and I wasn't thinking about passing out samples. So then all of a sudden it dawned on me, and I was like, you know what? I know that I have a quality product. I know that I love making lip gloss and love doing new things, like experimenting with stuff. And I have all this stuff, but I was still stuck on, for lack of a better way to put it, not trying to change what I had before. What did I have before? And there's nothing wrong with what I had before. This is the lip balm. Y'all know I hadn't even put this on the website yet because I just got new packaging for this as well. So I was still stuck on doing this. And the Lord said, well, why not upgrade? Why not level up? But I was still. um Check the audio. Look, I just saw that, but I don't see why. Okay, am I back? Y'all let me know. I swear it feels like Mercury retrograde. I don't know. I think maybe I don't know, my mic might have been covered up. Okay, I'm back. So okay, thank you. So the old way ain't working. So he's forcing us, y'all, to find a new way to do things. He's forcing us to find a new way to make things happen. He's forcing us to upgrade. And I ain't mad. I am not mad that the Lord is requiring me to change things and do things differently. Because why? Because the old was what you was all you knew when you didn't know what you were doing. The old was all you knew when you were still starting out. as he elevates you and increases you, you ought to want to do things different. You ought to want to upgrade and advance and elevate and make things look better. I want my products and my services to look good. I want the things that I'm sending to people and giving to people, I want them to look nice. So that forced me to find a different way to do things. What is the Lord trying to, what is he forcing you to level up? Okay, so that's the first thing. So yes, y'all, this is the new packaging for the Celestial Shine lip gloss. So but the Lord had to kind of tell me, like, look, you don't have to keep doing the same thing. You can find a better way, a different way, and you can do things better. And I feel like that's what we are in the process of doing. So that's the first thing. So the next thing is, what resources do you have available? What can you do with what you have? One of my biggest things, come on, today is the day. Come on, today is a new key. So open a new door and don't be afraid to step through it. What do you already have? Because a lot of times what will trip us up is we think we got to have all these new things in order to do something, but the Lord has also said, what can you do with what you have? Well, for me, the Lord said, make up some samples and go and start passing samples out to people. Yesterday, y'all, I had my head down all day, wasn't doing nothing but sitting and making samples, making orders, making eyeshadow. All I did all weekend was make makeup, right? Eyeshadow, lip gloss samples. That's all I did all weekend. So I had ended up in reinvesting, right? I ended up purchasing the sample packaging for the lip glosses. But the Lord also said, what can you do with what you have? And so, me, Lord, enlarge my territory. Him, okay, well, go and put your product in places that you wouldn't normally put your product in. And I said, okay, so what am I finna do? I'm finna pass out samples, because the old way can't be the only way that you're trying to do something. The old way can't be, which part? The old way can't be the only way that you think that you can accomplish your goal. So how can you look at things differently and say, okay, you know what? I'm willing to try something different. And I need somebody to understand and be willing to try something, even if you don't know if it's going to work. Does that make sense? I need you to be able to try, even scared. I need you to be able to try, even if you don't know if it's going to be successful. You're going to have to try it anyway. Drop that in the chat. I'm going to do it anyway. Right? Y'all know one of the biggest things, one of the hardest things for me to do was step out of my comfort zone. Good morning, Jamila. Good morning. Was step out of my comfort zone and start going live over here on Instagram instead of just going live on TikTok all the time, because that was my whole focus. And so I did. I had to step out on faith and just be like, you know what, Lord, even come on, God, even if ain't nobody watching, even if don't nobody see it but the people who support me every day, guess what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I have to believe that there's a reason that the Lord has told me to take a step, even if I don't completely understand it. And this time I made a commitment to the Lord that I wasn't gonna go back, because come on, God, might I feel emotional? Because every time before this, when the Lord had told me to do something or told me to come over here on this side of the street, because when nobody watching, because I don't have the same following, because I don't have the same amount of people message, I would go back to TikTok. And this time I told the Lord that I wasn't going back. This time I said, I'm just going to push through it, message. This time I said, I'm going to make sure that I'm committed to it, even if nobody's watching, even if I'm talking to myself. I said, I'm going to stay committed this time, because every other time I was so focused on, well, maybe let me just deal with that because that was enough. This time the Lord said, no, it's not enough. You're going to have to step out on faith. So what key are you going to unlock within yourself, within your life, within your business, within your mindset, that is going to help you take a leap of faith? Okay, so that's that. The next thing is, and I'm speaking on this because the Lord is trying to enlarge somebody's territory, child. He's trying to grow you and advance you and elevate you. So how is he going to do that? He's going to give you something to do, and you're going to probably be scared to do it, but you're going to have to feel the fear and do it anyway. You're going to have to feel the fear and be afraid. You're going to have to be scared, and you're going to have to do it. Today is the day to say, scared or not, I'm going to do it. Scared or not, I'm going to set the intention. Scared or not, I'm going to accomplish it. And even if I don't know if it's going to work, I'm willing to try. And I think that's what we, like all of us, that's what Mom and them been talking to me about. It's like, you got to be willing to try, even if you don't know what the results are going to be. So that's the first thing. So why? Because the Lord is getting ready to add unto you. You can't be over here being of service and doing what the Lord has asked you to do and think that the Lord is not seeing that, or think that you ain't going to receive what it is that is destined for you. For some of us, it's a lot that they were talking to me about this weekend. For some of us, it's a matter of our belief in our faith. And there's a scripture, and I don't know what the scripture is, but it's like you, according to your faith, that's what you're going to receive. So I'm going to have big faith. And for some of us, as we, and maybe it's just me, but as you begin to walk down this road, sometimes when you don't start seeing what you thought you were going to see, you have to get back in check and back in alignment with having the big faith that made you take the leap of faith in the first place. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. So today is a new key. We unlocking new doors. And that's it. Okay. And that's it. You got to do it. Even if you don't know, just be like, well, Lord, I trust you. I trust you to make it happen. So I'm just going to trust and believe that I'm moving in the right direction. Okay. The next thing is, which one? Come on, in alignment with you. I'm telling you right now, in alignment with your assignment. Y'all said that. Doing the work you love, living in your purpose, being creative, and balance is the first card to come out. I'm telling you right now, things are coming back into balance. Things are coming back into alignment. If you've been going through a lot of warfare, if you've been experiencing a lot of challenges and things coming up against you, I feel like that's that shield of protection. They don't know. Let me tell y'all about that. So this morning, some of y'all, so let me just tell y'all about this little rabbit hole I went down. Okay. So this morning I got the number 624. And that number, the number 624 in Strong's Concordance means the threshold, right? And so what happened when the light came on, I took it as a major message like, girl, let's go, warfare not, period, meant it. Come on, committed to the cross at the bottom of the deck, trying to told y'all. So it took me down a little rabbit hole to number 624, which means the threshold. And so then that ended up, and I don't know who message this is, but that ended up taking me to reading about gatekeepers. So I looked up the meaning of gatekeepers in the Bible. I hope that makes sense. I don't even know if it's all the way. I don't even know if it make all the way sense to me yet. But okay, look. So then I ended up going down this rabbit hole of gatekeepers, and it said in the Bible, gatekeepers are responsible for guarding the entrance to the temple, ensuring only those authorized could enter. Let me just tell y'all something. Y'all, all I've been reading and researching and hearing this weekend is about authority, power, and authority. Power and authority. Drop that in the chat. Power and authority. So much so, which I didn't do this weekend. I've had it for about a week. Part of the prayer that I pray twice a day, literally ask God for the power and the authority to influence, affect my life, my situation, and my circumstances. So all weekend, I've been hearing about authority. So then when I go and I start reading about gatekeepers and trying to understand it, after I read about that, it took me to the tribe, to reading about the tribe of Benjamin. Now, mind y'all, I happen to be of the tribe of Benjamin. This is a true story. This is not me making it up. I'm truly from the tribe of Benjamin, right? That is my maiden name. So I start reading about the tribe of Benjamin and just understanding about the gatekeepers and different things like that. So for some of you, the reason that Number one, the warfare has been so difficult and challenging is because you truly are in alignment with your assignment. So the enemy coming up against your assignment, because he knows that you're stepping into your purpose, you're on the threshold of a level up. The gatekeepers, the way, I hope I say this, y'all help me with, okay, so the gatekeepers are finna have to get out the way. What you say? Move. Shout out Luda. Get out the way. I ain't gonna say the cuss word, but y'all know the cuss word to go with that. The Lord say the gatekeepers, whoever been holding up your blessings, blocking your entrance, finna get out your way, because the Lord is giving you the power and the authority to step into your assignment. Next, you got to know that whatever you're doing ain't like everybody else. And it's not, and y'all know, and I've heard this multiple times, the Lord doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the call. He's giving you the power and the authority to do what it is, whatever this assignment is. And there are going to be some people who are very traditional, who are used to it being done a certain way, who ain't gonna like what the Lord is, what you're doing. But guess what? They ain't got to like it, because the Lord said, do what he said. And that's what that is your whole fallback. That is your whole stand on. You're gonna have to be 10 toes down on it. Gatekeepers. There are people who are traditional who are going to come up against what you're doing, because they don't understand that the Lord really is doing a new thing with whatever it is that he's asking you to do. Does that make sense? So if the Lord had told you an out the way kind of, what's the word? What word y'all just said? Unique way to do something, he meant that. Okay. So tell the enemy to move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Because no, you're not going to do everything like everybody else, because the old stuff ain't working. We got to do some new stuff. Okay. So just know that, yes, it may sound crazy what the Lord telling you to do, but you got to do it anyway, in the face of adversity, in the face of what everybody else, in the face of tradition. In the face of tradition, because the Lord is trying to grant you the power and the authority to do your work, to do your assignment. Okay. So that's the first thing. So next, I hope that made sense, because this is where all of this came from. Committed to the cross, prayer, walking in your purpose, unwavering faith, and following Jesus. You just got to keep doing the work. You got to keep doing the work that the Lord has given you the power and the authority to do. And you got to stay committed to it. And I know it's very hard sometimes when you don't quite understand why the Lord is giving you that assignment and telling you to move a certain way, do certain things, because he's trying to establish establish your power and your authority over your assignment, over your territory, over whatever it is he's blessing you to create. He's trying to make you a master of it. Does that make sense? Okay, what else? Child, listen, because today is the day. We taking it back. That's all I keep hearing them say. We're taking it back. Drop that in the chat. I'm taking it back. I'm taking back my power. I'm taking back my authority. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I'm taking back my power. I'm taking back my authority. Whatever has been coming up against you, y'all, let me tell y'all something else. It's game over, period. It's game over. Something else that was like the Lord was heavy on this weekend was talking about angels. I almost want to save it till tomorrow. I'm gonna say, we'll talk about it tomorrow, because you got to know how protected message. You got to know how protected this new season of your life is, how protected you are with whatever the Lord is giving you influence over. We'll talk more about angels tomorrow. Okay. I'm taking it back. This talks about the angel of protection, truth, integrity, and justice, courage, and strength. You got somebody helping you fight this battle. If you've been on here with me before, one of the things that I pray before every time I come up here is I ask Archangel Michael to bless, protect, and shield me, my family, my children, my community, and their families from all negativity, negative energy, low vibrational energy, sin intentionally or unintentionally, from those known and unknown. And it works. it works. So just know that you got protection, you got help, you got assistance, you got everything that you need in order to create success in this season. Period. Method. Game over. Endings, completing a cycle, release and receive, making room for new. This is why this again, this is this. I feel like this whole message is just speaking to, we're not going back, we're calling back our power, and we're going to step into the power and the authority that God has given us. Can I tell y'all this? And people really don't believe it, or maybe it's because we don't understand, and there's a lack of understanding. If a lot I know, I tell y'all these stories and I tell y'all all this stuff that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord be doing in my life, and do I want somebody to really understand that all the Lord is really doing is making me understand that I have power and dominion, and that's what He put us here for. And everything else is added unto me. I may not have it in the time that I want, because true story, I told the Lord this weekend, I was like, Dad, I'm getting a little impatient for some things that I want to receive. I'm getting a little impatient, but the Lord said, well, when you get the understanding, all the things that you need, come on, which way do I go? Look, and that goes to what we were talking about this morning. He said, the more understanding you have of what it means to have power and authority in each and every step and every of your assignment, the more understanding you have, the closer you get to receiving the things that you want to have. Let me say this the way that the Lord showed it to me this weekend. Let me ask this question first. Is anybody besides me just needing the Lord to just take care of something? It's something that, and it could be big, it could be small. I got a better way. Thank you. I got a better way to say it. Yeah. Okay. So y'all know who I'm studying under, but the more that I study under this man's teachings, the more understanding I have. I'm no longer praying for things. Is anybody praying for something? Me. Praying for housing. Me. This was me before. Praying for a thing. There's sometimes praying for a car. Is there a thing that you're praying for? Lord, I need this thing to happen for me. One of the things that was something that the Lord is teaching me, and I'm so grateful for it, is this level up, this promotion comes with the things, y'all. The things come with understanding. One of the whole purpose of what I'm attempting to do for the Lord is to help people understand how to get the things. Because all of us have something that we're praying for. Jamila says, praying for the financial relief. I can't make this, I can't, and I'm going to continue to, because I feel like it's the understanding that's needed. When we speak on Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. The Lord is trying to get us into a mindset of understanding that we have the power and the authority over things. Does that make sense? We be praying for money, but the money is a byproduct. We be praying for houses, but the housing is a byproduct. We praying for a car, but the car is a byproduct. All the things that we're paying for, that we're praying for, y'all, those things, the Lord is trying to teach us that those things actually come automatic. Like, those are things that you receive because we serve Jesus. And do you know that that's so hard for people to understand? But do you also realize that I am a true testimony to this? Like, people would, if you have watched anything, any of the videos, anything that when I come live, You know that all I've done is depend on God to take care of me for the last 2 years. No job other than doing this work and building my businesses. But do you know that it is the hardest thing for us to believe that the Lord, just all of these things come with it? And the Lord been on my neck because people want to know how to get the things. People want to know, thank you, dearest one. People want to know how to overcome the problem. And I really only have the answer for y'all, that all I do is come up here and try to learn more about the Lord. Now that the Lord has sent me a teacher message, I completely understand why everything has been added unto me. Even though but also, let me make it very clear. It has taken almost a year and a half for me to get the understanding that I needed in order to end this cycle. I hope this is making sense the way that I'm saying it. When you truly understand the power and the authority that you have, all the things are going to be added unto you. It's the story that I told y'all about my car just last week. But do you know most people will continue to pray? Man, it's so much. Most people, myself included, I was continuing to pray for the Lord to give me something very specific. And he said, don't do that. Because that's something that I'm going to give you anyway, when you're, number one, in alignment with your assignment, when you're doing what you came here to do, when you're here fulfilling your mission. I hope this is making sense. I want to task you with something. Instead of praying for things, when you go and pray and talk to the Lord today, go ask God, what is my assignment? What did you send me here to dominate, to have dominion over? What is the assignment that I need to get in alignment with? And watch what happens. I don't know about your relationship or your connection with the Lord, but all of us came here to have dominion over something. For me, is this. Now, I'm not saying that there are no other tarot readers, because there's 100,000,000 of them. But I know that this is my assignment, to come up here, read these cards, and give a message from the Lord. Okay. When I started doing this, this has been added unto me. This is something else that the Lord has added for me to have dominion over. I'm not the only person with makeup. This is my assignment, and now other things are being added unto me, whether it's planners, makeup, merchandise, whatever. So if you are trying to figure out the situation, stop trying to figure out the situation. Go ask the Lord what your assignment is. Because one thing I do know in this season, and this is why it's okay, because I have gone and tried to do multiple things, but those things weren't my assignment. But whenever I'm walking in my assignment, which is giving these messages, the other things are added unto me. Does that make sense? For nothing but for the last year and a half, and I mean consistently. I mean, at one point it was Sunday through Friday. All I would do is get up and give messages. That's every day. Sunday through Monday, I was giving a message. Y'all know I used to go live on Sundays until I finally said, okay, I need some time to myself. So now Monday through Friday, I get up and I do this work. Do I always understand everything? No. But then the Lord say, hey, go study this. I didn't understand when the Lord was telling me to start doing Bible clarity, but I understand that the Bible are the instructions to help us get out of the situations that we're in, that we're praying for help with. Does that make sense? I didn't, Lord, me. I ain't no Bible scholar. You sure you want me to do? You want me to read the Bible? Yes. And the one thing the Lord never told me to stop doing was this. He never said stop giving these messages. He never said stop using these cards. Me, I'm not going to give the message with the cards, Lord, because that everybody will think I'm crazy, and so many people ain't going to like it. But the Lord said, but I didn't tell you to stop doing it. So if I don't do nothing else, the one thing I got to do, because I know it's my assignment, is get up here and give these cards use these cards and give a message, because this is my assignment. So as long as I stay committed to what the Lord had told me to do, the other things are added. But it took me up until 2 weeks ago to understand that the messages are not about prosperity. They're not about praying, telling people to pray for money. We want to be intentional about what we're doing, but I have an understanding now that we ain't supposed to be praying for the things. The things are a byproduct, a blessing of being in alignment with the assignment and in the kingdom, a citizen of the kingdom. But all I can do is plant the seed and tell you, hey, if you go start looking for it, that Matthew 7:7 and 8, ask, seek, knock. All I'm here to do is plant a seed and tell you, you got to go find God for yourself. I'm not here to teach anybody about who Jesus is. That is not my job. My job is to plant a seed and tell you, hey, if you go knock on this door and you ask the Lord to unlock it, you're going to start to receive the things that you keep praying for. Can I just tell y'all that literally within 2 weeks, here I was praying for the things I got the things. That's all I was praying for was the things. And then all of a sudden, I stopped doing that. And the Lord said, don't do that. Just keep trying to find out more about the kingdom and understanding where we actually came from, what we're actually supposed to be doing here, and everything else will be added. And then all of a sudden, boom, stuff starts happening in my business. Stuff starts happening in my finances. Stuff starts happening. Now, am I where I'm going to be? Absolutely not. Because every day I still get up and I change the schedule. Y'all know I used to go live at 7 a.m. instead of going live at 9 a.m. When I'm up at 4 o'clock, I'm posting videos, but literally, y'all, from the time I wake up, I'm studying. I'm listening. I'm listening to a message. I'm taking notes. I'm preparing for this message. I'm doing the thing that the Lord said it's time to change your schedule. It's time to shift. You're not going live at 7, you're going live at 9, because I needed the 2 hours in order to prepare and to make sure that I was getting the messages that I needed. That's the only thing that I shifted within the last couple of weeks. And literally from that time until now, which has only been a couple, and I shifted and the Lord said, come off of TikTok, come on Instagram. Okay, Lord. And all of a sudden things are starting to align the way that it needs to. The ideas are flowing again. The understanding of not, don't try to do it yourself, let me take care of you, has come back. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So instead of praying when you pray today, because I can't tell you how to pray, Lord, show me what my assignment is. My reading today has every trump card, not the guide. That's what they are called. My prayer is for the divine nation authority under God. I'm trying to tell you, he's trying to give us our authority back. But you only gonna have authority over the assignment that he is given, that he sent you here to do. I hope that made sense. So when you pray today, which way do I go? Okay. This is Isaiah 30:20 and 21. He will still be with you to teach you. You will see your teacher with your own eyes. Your own ears will hear him. Right behind you, a voice will say, this is the way you should go, whether to the left or to the right. Show me my assignment. That's what Cherie just said, Bikini Body. Show me my assignment, Lord. Which way do I go? Because once we have clarity of which way to go, then you know where to put your focus. Sometimes what keeps us out of alignment with our assignment, y'all, is we be focused on doing the wrong thing or doing something that the Lord didn't intend for us to do. And a lot of times that's where we'll get frustrated, because if it's not something that you were meant to have dominion over, you'll end up spinning your wheels. I can say that for myself. It was like having an insurance license, right? Which has since expired. It expired at the end of October. That wasn't my assignment, which is why no matter what I tried to do with that license, it didn't prosper, because that wasn't my assignment. That wasn't for me to do. So what is it that the Lord is trying to give you dominion over? I can't, only God can tell you what you are meant to do. I hope that made sense. And it's okay to just have it one step at a time, y'all. You don't want all the steps. So be okay with one step. What else, Lord? I hope listen, like I just saw listen and obey. So I hope that made sense. Why? Because we're trying to call in a level up. I am. I can't say for anybody else, but when I'm tired of being in a situation, I'm like, okay, Lord, what do I need to change? What needs to change? Come on, the secrets of God. What needs to change so that I can move into my next level? Because can in it, maybe it's just me, but you ever be going like me, Daddy, this ain't kingdom life. That's my whole new saying to the Lord. Lord, you are my king, you are my savior. Who I can I talk about that part? I gotta say this to somebody. Because let me tell y'all something that has changed my life. And we talked about this the other day. Message. If you declare with your mouth, they're going to listen and obey. It came back anyway. If you declare with your mouth that Jesus is your king, your Lord, your savior, and that you know your place in the kingdom and you got kingdom life, drop that in the chat. Kingdom life. I'm telling you that this is a true story. The secret. I'm going to give y'all a secret, and it works, but it only works if you believe it. I wish I could show y'all the very first note. I'm going to show it to you. Let me see if I can. I can't even do it. I wish I could show it to y'all. But whoever this is for, one of the first things you're going to have to do is put some pressure on the Lord. What you say, Touche? You're going to have to put some pressure on the Lord. Me, Daddy, Daddy, love you with my whole heart. Daddy, some got to change. Some gonna have to give. Some gonna have to shake. I literally was listening to a message, and shout out Dr. Monroe. This man is guiding me in spirit and in truth. Okay, in spirit name, and in truth. True story. I read on one of his videos last night, where someone said, I don't really think that he's in the spirituals. I think he's very much leading, guiding, and directing me. This man be like, go watch that video. Go watch that video. Go watch that video. Go watch that. I'd be like, okay, anyway, I'm back, because he is my new spirit name. I receive it. He said, you need to put some pressure on the Lord. How am I gonna put pressure on the Lord? He said, because if Jesus is your king, your savior, your life, you doing this work for him, you are a part of you in the kingdom life, you got to represent the kingdom, which means you have to represent him, which means if your life is not the equivalent of a kingdom life, then that means that you need to put some kingdom pressure on the Lord, so that you are living the life that you know that you deserve, being a kingdom citizen. Does that make sense? The secret. Look, big sandals, big. So I hope that made sense to whoever needs the secret. You got to put some pressure on the Lord. Daddy, this ain't kingdom life. So if you're going to be in the kingdom, then you're going to have to represent the kingdom, because you are a representation of the king. Does that make sense? And I kid you not, every time I pray, I be like, you said that you would supply all of my needs according to your glorious riches. It's part of my everyday prayer. Why? Because I am a citizen of the kingdom. I am a citizen of the king. So therefore, when you say that, and I want somebody to say this publicly, because see, y'all know I'm here in service to the Lord, and that's it. When you start, then, because guess what? Then he gonna have to live up to. Because he gonna be like, man, they didn't declare with their mouth and believe in their heart that Jesus is Lord, King, Savior. Guess what he gonna have to do? He gonna have to make some shake for you, because but you got to truly mean that. And y'all, if you know me, then y'all know that I truly mean that. Okay, I truly mean it with everything I am. And for some of you, start doing that. We got to put some pressure on the Lord, but we also have to make sure that you are living a kingdom life. You got to be living what you say you live in. You got to be living right. This ain't just, oh well, I'm gonna tell the Lord. No, you got to be living the kind of life that you're required to live. You got to be living up to that. Does that make sense? I don't know who needed that. I hope that helps somebody. This says, Angel of Magic and Mysteries, the Cosmic Father, the secrets of the universe, help is on the way. I just heard help is on the way. That's not even what this says. Somebody needs to know help is on the way. Divine wisdom and mysteries, activating divine power. When I just talk about power, I'm telling you, if you listen to these commands of the Lord your God that I'm giving you today, and if you carefully obey them, the Lord will make you the head and not the tail, and you will always be on top and never at the bottom. I hear they say role reversal. There's getting ready to be some role reversals. I've heard over the weekend, I heard the scripture, and I don't know where it's at, but 3 different times where it says the last will be first. And you don't want to read things out of context, but if I'm not mistaken, that particular story is when Jesus is talking about, he told a rich man to give away all of his things, and he was talking about how hard it is for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven, because when you have a lot, you don't want to give away what you have in order to be last or to have less. And so that's why the Lord will say the last will be first and the first will be last. I hope that made sense. So just know, if you've been at the back of the line, you get moved forward, but it requires obedience, listen and obey. So if the Lord tells you to give something up, do something different, tithe. One of the things that I have told the Lord I'm trying to be very consistent with is giving my 10%. I don't care if it's 10% of a dollar. Let me tie this dime over here to the Lord. Let me give my portion. Let me give to the Lord. And then, because what I do know is that whether you believe or whether you don't, I'm a firm believer. Like Daddy, I started giving and he gave me something right back, and he multiplied it. He took a weight off of my shoulders that I've been carrying for months. And I ain't been tithing no whole lot because I ain't have that to do. But what I did have, I was like, well, let me give to the Lord, because he blessed me with something, and then he multiplied that blessing and returned it back to me in a way that I wasn't even expecting. So if the Lord tell me to give something, you no problem. You were, yes, sir. I have a whole different understanding, because he don't need anything from us, right? He don't need anything from us. But if the Lord, when he start giving these instructions, y'all, I'm telling you right now, if he's giving you an instruction, it's so that he can create increase in your life, so that he can take you to your next level. But it's going to require something. And I hope that made sense. Okay. So we going to listen. That's it. I'm done. That's it. Bottom of the deck, Matthew 6 and 33, which we've already talked about. And this says, Archangel Orion, rising star, powers of the universe, conscious manifestation, grounding life purpose on the earthly plane, alignment with your higher self. What did the Lord send you here to do? And I don't know your assignment. I don't know your purpose. I don't know what it is that you were expecting to or trying to do. Like, I don't have a clue, baby, but the Lord is trying to get you in alignment so you can get out of the difficulties, the challenges, whatever it is that you've been facing. He's putting you in alignment with what it is that he sent you here to do. Once you line up with that, that's even me saying this, like, I'd be so excited to make makeup. I'd be so excited to come up here and give these messages and do this work, because he's making me understand that if you just do the thing he put you here to do, everything else is going to be added. Y'all already know this. The thing insofar as purpose, what is your kingdom assignment? That's what I'm gonna start calling it. What is your kingdom assignment? Your kingdom assignment is the thing that you can do in the kingdom where we at, that you don't get tired of doing it. You don't complain about doing it. You don't get up and be like, oh, I got to do this again today. You don't be on that. Your kingdom assignment is the thing that you can get up, not your job. Your assignment is completely different. And I heard such the greatest explanation of this. Your job is your job. Your job is what you do, what you probably complaining about, whatever your job is. Your work, when we say do the work, your work is that thing that you can do, and you can do it and do it and doing it well. You can do it and you don't get tired of doing it. Me, I don't get tired of making makeup. I don't get tired of giving these messages and reading these cards. I don't get tired of giving the word for the Lord. I could do it all day. I can do it all day. What you want me to tell him, Lord? Yeah, Lord, let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Why? Because that's my work. It's that thing that you gonna do, whoever this message is for, because we planting seeds today. We're opening doors today. It's that thing that you can do that you don't even get paid for, but you can get up and do it every day anyway. And you ain't gonna complain about it. You don't complain about having to do it. You ain't on that. You just get, it's just for the joy of doing it. That is your work. It took me many, 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 many years to figure that out. It took me many years. I've been working since I was 13 years old. So up until 2022, that's how many years it took me to actually find my purpose. I was a nurse. That's cool, but that wasn't my purpose. That was just a job. That was something that led to my purpose, which is what I'm doing now. Does that make sense? So if you're struggling and you're asking the Lord, like, man, everybody don't have an entrepreneurial spirit. And that you got to be everybody ain't meant to have a business. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Everybody is not, it's not for everybody. Some people's assignment is to have a job and work for somebody else. But if you are tired of people being in control of your time, your money, and having that, then you'll know that that's not your assignment. And the Lord is trying to tell you that he has something more for you. Drop that in the chat. There's more for me. There's more for me. There's more for me, because I don't like people being in charge of me. I submit to the Lord. I submit to the people. But insofar as somebody telling me what to do with my time, yeah, that's a no for me, dog. I don't want to go back to the days where somebody tell you when to clock in, when to clock out, when to go to break, when to come back from break, when to go to lunch, how long you got to eat, then you got to come back. I'm not on that type of time anymore in my life. That ain't for me. So you'll get look, there's more for me. And when you know that and some of you, you're gonna start feeling that, because you're gonna be like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of somebody always telling me what to do. There's more for me. My ear just started ringing. So it's things like that that the Lord had already started whispering to you to tell you, like, hey, come on, like, stay. I got something more for you. Now I'm gonna go, because I just looked at this, and in the flow, that's it. We're gonna talk about that card. I'm not gonna talk about it yet. Didn't I say authority? Power and authority. Authority, confident, a man after God's own heart, fair and just. I'm telling you right now, we already talked about this. I'm finna be done with it. He's giving you your power, your authority over your assignment. It's not going to be easy. Is you going to get frustrated, but it's also going to be something that you just love to do. The Lord will guide you continually, giving you water when you are dry and restoring your strength. You will be like a well-watered garden, like an ever-flowing spring. Isaiah 58:11. I hope that helps somebody. He's trying to give us the understanding of what we truly came here to do, what our purpose truly is, what he's truly asking you to take power and authority over. And that's different for everybody. But there's more for you than what you're doing, especially if you're not happy with where you are or what you have, or what you're investing your into, time, effort, and energy. But it's up to us to take the keys to take the seeds that the Lord is giving us and saying, okay, I'm ready to unlock a new door, but it has to start within you first. So you got to unlock understanding, wisdom, guidance, creativity within yourself in order to start truly being willing to embrace the things that the Lord is trying to show you. I hope that made sense. Today, more, most, if y'all been with me for a while, y'all know normally what I do is on these days I'd be like, oh, let me pull the, no, the Lord said this is a day to plant a seed. And I feel like every day, whether it's 8 8 9 9 10 10 11 11, this is a day to plant a seed, to set an intention for something that you want to see happen in your life. But it's up to you what seed you're going to plant, what seed you're going to sow, because only you know what you want to harvest. I'm going to keep planting every day. I'm going to keep, okay, Lord, you say do, okay, well, let me go. And when you start showing the Lord that you serious about your assignment, he's going to start blessing your assignment. That's some, thank y'all. That's a whole nother message for another day. When you start showing the Lord that you're serious about the change, he's going to start showing you that he's serious. And it's going to be something so amazing. Like if he's getting ready to change something for you that where it would have taken you 50, 11 years, he finna do it in a day. All because he knows that you're committed to your kingdom assignment. I don't know. I never, that's not really anything that I've really just said, but it's just like being committed to your kingdom assignment, your thing that you are here to do. And that's getting ready to change something in your life. It's getting ready to help you move into this new season of, and I don't even want to say prosperity, but just blessings, because the blessings come when you do the assignment, when you're living right, when you're seeking the Lord, when you study, and when you're trying to find out and understand. But all the only thing that we're here to do as messengers is to point you in the direction of how to get there. We can't make you follow, we can't make you understand, we can't, because the understanding is going to come from you being willing to go find out more for yourself. That's it. I'm done. This literally says, seek first his kingdom and righteousness on the back of this card. That's it. That's all I got. Archangel Zadkiel, the righteousness of God. Right righteousness, meaning the right relationship, meaning right positioning, meaning submission to his authority. This talks about abundance, transforming negative thoughts into faith, healer of the mind, positive energy, positive mindset, and the angel of benevolence and mercy. That's it. Today is the day. Go ask the Lord, like, Lord, put me in alignment with your mission and assignment for my life. Help me to see what it is that you want me to do, and watch what happens. And when you, every day you should just make, because y'all know me, I be checked in like, daddy, am I still in alignment? I know when I'm not in alignment. I know when I'm not doing what he wants me to do. I know when he's telling me that it's time to start changing some things up. Mm-hmm. I know it because the way I feel. I know it because if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, it's so many things that will let you know when you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes we got to pay attention to it. I hope this helps somebody. Today is the day to plant the seed. Y'all know it's Monday. This is motivational day. This is like, listen, we ain't gonna make excuses. We gonna make progress. We gonna, like, whatever you need to do. How are we going to improve upon what the Lord has already blessed us with? And I think that's what he's calling us into the season of doing. Like, how are we going to improve upon what he's already given us, what the work he's already given us? There's a way to improve it. And if you don't know, ask. That's what I do. Message. Ask. He's going to tell you. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. And he has. He's been good. And he's going to continue to be good. So that's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. There's more. Let me tell y'all this real quick. And this is, again, just come on ears to hear another example, y'all. I had no intentions. He had planted the seed. He had told me about it, but it wasn't even something I was thinking of doing. Um, but again, it's like as soon as I shifted my mindset, um, other things just started coming in. So I talked about it the other day, but now I actually have put it on my website. You can go to my website, touchegermain.com. You can sign up to be a Spirit and Glam ambassador, a Spirit and Glam ambassador. When it asks you for a referral code, um, put whatever you want your referral code to be. So the Lord is trying to give us keys to unlock new doors, but you got to be willing to. Now let me just say this. This is one of those things I say, well, Lord, I'm willing to try anything once. If it's to help my business grow, if it's to help to expand and enlarge me, I'm not how you if you are not willing to represent your business, if you're not willing to put yourself out there, then how is anyone going to support it? So if you would like to be a Spirit and Glam ambassador, make sure you go to my website, touchegermain.com. You can, when you scroll down, you can literally click the button. It'll take you to the registration page. And this is actual money, y'all. Like you earn commission for anytime you sell any of the products that are on my website. So go to my website, touchegermain.com. Why? Because remember one of the things that I've always said is I'm trying to help people create additional streams of income for themselves. And so if you have a business, and this is me giving stuff away, like, man, y'all, let me show y'all what the Lord did. So now come on, God, now I could be a resource and say, hey, y'all, I signed up for this, and it's in my, and even if I listen, the Lord be trying to give us stuff. He be trying to, it be free stuff. I don't, which part? The Lord will try to give you something you ask for, but most of the times we're the one that be in our own way and won't do it. But then you steady praying. But the thing is, you're gonna have to do something. You don't have to do something. Sometimes we'll be praying for a miracle, and the Lord is just like, listen, stop trying to depend on the miracles and start taking action on some of the things that the Lord has given us. So that was him putting that check me in my spirituals. So what did he do? He said, go set this program up. Even if it's for a future time, I'm willing to put it out there, because understand this, I ain't working this hard for nothing. I'm not burning the midnight oil trying to create a business and doing all these things and putting these ideas together for what the Lord has given me for nothing. So even if it's not even if this is not the day, the time for it, do you know that? But the way that I believe in the Lord, I know that there's going to come a day when I have so many glam ambassadors that it's going to be hard. By this time, I'm going to have somebody who's managing it for me. Does that make sense? Sometimes the Lord, all he wants you to do is plant a seed. Be willing to take the leap of faith. Be willing to step out and say, even if I don't know how it's going to work, I'm going to do it, Lord, because he wouldn't have given it to you for nothing. I am the key. Look now, I've been trying to tell somebody. It may not be the door. It may not even be right now that the door is getting ready to open. But if the Lord keep giving you keys, are you going to even go try to open the door? Are you even going to see if it's going to fit? Maybe it's not meant for, maybe you just need to hold on to the key for now. I don't know. But if the Lord tell me to go do something, I'm gonna do it, because he wouldn't have given it to me if he didn't expect, if he didn't plan for something great and amazing to happen with this key that he's given me. If he didn't plan for this key to unlock a door beyond my wildest dreams, he wouldn't have given me the key. That's just my mindset. Like, man, it's gonna be something great and amazing on the other side of this door. And that's the way that I think about everything that the Lord gives me. He's giving it to me for a reason. I may not know what it is right now, but I promise you I'm gonna know. So I'm just okay, Lord, I'm gonna go stand, because here's me knocking. Lord, open the door for me. Okay, well, go do something with these keys that I'm giving you. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. So if he's giving you something, you're going to have to do. Look, and on the cut, another key. On the cut. I was trying to put it up. Look, y'all. And there's a magnet up under that. There's an affirmation up under that. Look, y'all. What does this one say? Ask me, I will make the nations your inheritance, the end of the earth your possessions. It's 3 keys. Now I don't know what door you trying to unlock in your life. But whatever, come on, we make moving a breeze. Ain't that so funny? The song that I was playing today, the guy's name is Big Breeze. Shout out Big Breeze. I just be looking at, and that's the first time that I really paid attention to any of the cars that were passing by. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. I'm trying to, okay, that's 3. Let me put them up. I receive it. Okay. I hope this helps somebody, because I don't know which part. Like, he can only lead, we can only lead people to the door. It's up to us to step up. Like, we can only be led to the door. It's up to us to walk through the door. I don't know. It's 3 keys. So maybe somebody finna get 3 keys. I receive it. I receive it, Lord. What the show do? Bring me the key. Bring me the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys. Just saying. That's not even a song that came up in my spirituals. I just can't think of. And I ain't talking about, I don't even know what song that is. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, what key is the Lord? What is the Lord unlocking in your life? For God is our God forever and ever. Oh yeah, there's somebody that's big pressure. Oh, that's a whole message. Let me write it down because I feel like that's gonna be the message for tomorrow. Telling you, pressure burst pipes. Thank you. That's the title for tomorrow's message. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Y'all make sure y'all sign up, become a Spirit and Glam ambassador. There's more to come. The Lord is shifting so many things, y'all. He's rearranging so many things in my life, within me, within myself, my mindset. And as He shows me, I share with y'all. And I pray that it is a blessing to you. I pray that it just makes you want to, I just be wanting to, I want to understand, because one thing certain, two things show, I'm not getting out the kingdom. I refuse. And because the Lord is my savior, He is my king, baby, I'm going to live the kingdom life, and that's just it. Okay. um Thank you so much, dearest one. Blessings received and returned. Blessing received and returned. I just feel it, y'all. I feel like this is, as we're closing up the year, this is our time to start making our 2025 what we want it to be. And it ain't here yet, but I'm starting now. I'm starting now. I want my 2025 to be what it's supposed to be now. And that's just it. And so I'm claiming it. I believe it. I receive it. And I speak that into your life as well. The time is now. Come on, Jehovah Jireh. We receive the provision. Thank you, Lord, for provision. Thank you for providing everything that we need in every situation and every circumstance. I will say this, and maybe this message was just for me, but well, no, it's not. This is for whoever this is for. I don't know if there's been this feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I wasn't even going to talk about this yet. It's like waiting. I told the Lord this morning, I had this feeling of, it's like it's waiting for, waiting. It's like, how do I explain that? They gave me the word foreboding this morning, but it's almost like it's a, don't make it become a self-fulfilling prophecy. How do I explain it? Because the Lord is getting ready to remove a weight off of you. He's getting ready to remove something out of your life that has been an obstacle. But it's almost, thank y'all, it's almost like this feeling of something too good to be true. And so, but understand that when you are walking in alignment with your assignment, you are truly being righteous. You truly doing the very best you can, because understand, none of us are perfect, y'all. But it's like you're doing everything you can. Sometimes I don't know if you feel like what you're doing is not enough, and the Lord said it's enough. I had to have talk conversations with God, and I was like, Daddy, I only know what I know. And there's some things that you don't know, and the Lord is not counting you. It's like He's not counting against you what you are not aware of. That's number one. Number two, it's like, stop waiting on the worst to happen, because it's almost like it's not, they weren't giving me the feeling of not deserving it, but it's almost like because something good happened, you're expecting something bad to happen as a result of it. Does that make sense? And the Lord said, don't do that, because when you're doing what he's asked you to do and you're doing the best that you can, and he knows that you're trying, he sees that. But sometimes it's almost like feeling like the blessing or the rug is going to be pulled from up under you, something like that. And he was like, no, start expecting good things to happen. Thank y'all. Start expecting good things to happen in your life. Like start is for some of us, we are so used to the chaos and the calamity that when the good things starts to happen, it's hard for us to wrap our minds around the good things. And the Lord wants us to start expecting good things because he is a good God, and he wants us to have good things. But maybe for some of us, it's just been a like so many seasons of expecting the worst that he wants you to start expecting the best, because you're in alignment with his will for your life. I hope that makes sense. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. Go be great and amazing. Do great and amazing things. Have a fantastic and an amazing 11/11. He really wanted us to be motivated and inspired to be our best, do our best, and have our best today. So just know that today is the day to do that. Today is the day to expect great and amazing things. Today is the day to expect things to happen. Um, and ask for what you want. Y'all make sure you go and get your tickets. 88 Lionsgate next year, 2025. Make sure you go and get your tickets for Faith and Flow. I think we're kind of rebranding it to Faith and Flow. If you are a business owner or a vendor, if you would like a table for this event, make sure that you send an email. You can email spiritandglam@gmail.com. For those of you who have not seen it, everything is being rebranded for me. So everything is Spirit and Glam by Touche Germain. My website has changed. It's still touchegermain.com. But everything is being rebranded. If you've purchased anything from me, please visit Google. I have a Google page now so that you can leave me a review. Spirit and Glam by Touche Germain. Make sure you drop me a review so that I can begin to share those as well, because I will be sharing y'all's reviews. So make sure you review whatever you've purchased. Do leave me a review so that on my Google page, and again, it is Spirit and Glam by Touche Germain. I'm getting ready to add that to my website as well. Make sure you get your tickets for 8/8. Make sure you get your lip gloss. Make sure you get your samples. Make sure you get your iPop Stardust. Make sure you go and shop with me, okay, on my website, touchegermain.com, and make sure you sign up to become a Glam ambassador as well, and help me get these products out to as many people as possible and get some money in your pocket as well, okay? That's it. That's all I got. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing 11/11. Y'all rest up. Many of you have a 3-day weekend. Let me say this because I did not say it. Shout out to all of my veterans. Thank you to you. Thank you to all of my veterans. My daughter is a veteran. Both of my dads are veterans. So thank you so much for your service. We are so grateful for y'all. Thank you for everything that you've given in order to keep us safe, to keep us protected. We are so truly grateful for y'all and everything that you have done for us. So y'all make sure y'all love on your veterans today. Okay, they deserve that because they've done so much for us in keeping us safe and putting their lives on the line for us every single day. And shout out to those who are still in service. But today is the day that we celebrate our veterans. So y'all be a blessing and make sure you thank our veterans today because they deserve that. They deserve a lot more than what they receive from us, from our government, okay, from us. So thank y'all to those of you. Thank you so much for your service. Okay, we love y'all. And I love my veterans. I love y'all with my whole heart. So that's it. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the morning. I will see y'all in the morning. Y'all go be great and amazing, do great and amazing things. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.